This video explains the mission controller. Using the mission controller allows you to define a mission so that resources, such as humans and mobile robots, conduct tasks in the order of the mission. This function can be used with version 1.48 or later. Mission controller is located under Models by Type. Navigation in the eCatalog panel. A task list will appear when an interface is used and another controller is connected. Select Mission Controller, then the Missions tab in the Component Properties panel to open the Mission Properties window. The following explains the properties used to create a mission. You can select the mission you want to configure in Selected Mission. Mission number 1 is automatically created and selected in the initial state. The name of the selected mission can be changed in Mission ID. The buttons below are used to add a new mission or to duplicate or delete an existing one. Enabled is used to enable or disable the currently selected mission. Priority is used to execute missions in order of priority when there are multiple missions. Activator is used to set the execute conditions of a mission. It is currently set to repeated, so the mission will run repeatedly. Set the mission start time and start time. Delay between is the repetition interval. If 0 seconds is set, the next mission is called as soon as one mission is completed. Furthermore, when limit occurrences is selected, the mission will run only for the number of times set in occurrences. If nothing is set in limit occurrences, the mission will run indefinitely. Activator, which is for the conditions to start the mission, can be set to scheduled, repeated, or triggered. Scheduled is an activator that runs the mission at a specific time, and it can be configured the same way as repeated. Triggered is an activator that runs the mission when a specified Boolean signal is sent. The mission is only run for the number of times the Boolean signal is sent. This concludes configuring the properties that create missions. After creating a mission, the tasks within the mission and their order need to be defined. The tasks are organized in sequential steps, starting from step 1. The following explains the properties for creating a task. You can select the step you want to configure in Selected Step. The buttons below are used to add or delete a step, or to change the order of the tasks. The details of the task to be executed for the selected step can be defined in Step Type. For the tasks that can be defined here, you can call different missions, charge resources, collect products from a specified location, collect tools, deliver products to a specified location, move the joints of robots or similar devices, run robot programs, send signals, wait until a specified signal is sent, and conduct work. The work task is equivalent to a work statement in process modeling. This task must also be defined in the mission for resources that need to perform any kind of work. This concludes configuring the properties that create tasks. Let's try using the mission controller. Open Let's control the order of tasks performed by resources using missions_before.vcmx. In this instance, mission controller has not been placed yet. When the play button is pressed, the mobile robot moves along the one-way pathway area and transports two types of components. At the delivery location, only the red product is inspected by the human. Let's watch that again and focus on the order the mobile robot executes the tasks in. Reset the simulation and press the play button. On the first lap, the mobile robot collects the red product before the beige product. Next, it delivers the beige product, then the red product. On the second lap, the mobile robot passes by the red product without collecting it. The mobile robot did not execute the same tasks as on the first lap. This is because the beige product was delivered first on the first lap, as the request to collect the beige product was made first. The next request was to collect the red product, so the red product was collected first while the beige product was not delivered. As you can see, process modeling alone is often not the right order for tasks, but the mission controller can solve this problem. First, drag the mission controller from Models by Type. navigation in the e-catalog panel and place it next to Mobile Robot Transport Controller. Next, go to the Home tab. Connect Interfaces and connect Mission Controller to Mobile Robot Transport Controller. Select Mission Controller and click the Missions tab in the Component Properties panel. Mission number 1 has already been created, but no steps have been defined for this mission. Therefore, pressing the play button now will not move the mobile robot. Let's configure the steps for mission number 1. In step 1, we want to move the mobile robot to the From Conveyor Process position where the first product will be placed. This is so that the mobile robot faces the product and waits in front of it before the product is ready. Change Activator to Scheduled. Change Step Type to Move and Component to From Conveyor Process. Then change Position Frame to Resource Location and select Align to Target. Step 1 is now configured. In Step 2, we want to collect the red products from the From Conveyor Process position. First, click the Add Step button to add a new step. Step number 2 will be created. Change Step Type to Collect and Scope to Specific Transport Node. Then change Transport Node to From Conveyor Process, Transport Node and Component to From Conveyor Process. Step 2 is now configured. In Step 3, we want to collect the beige products from the From Conveyor Process number 2 position. The procedure is the same as Step 2. First, click the Add Step button to add a new step. Step number 3 will be created. Change Step Type to Collect and Scope to Specific Transport Node. Then change Transport Node to From Conveyor Process number 2, Transport Node and Component to From Conveyor Process number 2. Step 3 is now configured. In Step 4, we want to deliver the beige products to the To Conveyor Process position. First, click the Add Step button to add a new step. Step number 4 will be created. Change Step Type to Deliver and Scope to Specific Transport Node. Then change Transport Node to Conveyor Process, Transport Node and Component to Conveyor Process. Step 4 is now configured. In Step 5, we want to deliver the red products to the To Conveyor Process number 2 position. First, click the Add Step button to add a new step. Step number 5 will be created. Change Step Type to Deliver and Scope to Specific Transport Node. Then change Transport Node to Conveyor Process number 2, Transport Node and Component to Conveyor Process number 2. Step 5 is now configured. At this point, you should have completed the task list for the mission. Slow down the speed and press the play button to run the simulation. The mobile robot will move to the From Conveyor position and wait. Once the products are delivered, the red products are collected and the mobile robot moves to the next From Conveyor number 2 position. The beige products that are there are collected and moved to the To Conveyor position. After placing the beige products on the To Conveyor, the mobile robot moves to the To Conveyor number 2 position and places the red products. So far, everything is okay. However, the mobile robot stops here. If you reset the simulation and check the Mission Properties screen, Recurring is not selected. In other words, the current mission was not set to run repeatedly. Set the mission to run repeatedly. First, select Recurring. Next, set Recurring Interval, which represents the repetition interval, to 100 seconds. This completes the settings. Press the play button again. You can see that the mobile robot continues to do the tasks after delivering the red products. In addition, the order of the tasks from lap 2 onwards are the same as lap 1, so you can see that tasks are completed in counterclockwise order. Now, let's try to significantly increase the generation interval of the red products. Select the feeder and click the Product Creator tab. The product generation interval is currently set to 20 seconds, but let's set it to 120 seconds. Run the simulation. Immediately after the mobile robot has delivered the first red product, it moves in front of the from conveyor process position and waits even though the red product has not arrived yet. This is because we configured a move task for step 1 of the mission. So far, we have been able to control the movement of the mobile robot with a mission. This concludes the training on controlling the order of tasks performed by resources using missions, Part 1. Thank you for watching.